Hi, I'm Carla Gallo, and I'm a screen timer because I really need my children to not ask me for things.
Screen timers, I just don't care. Screen timers, it just ain't fair. Screen timers, they scream and shout. Screen timers, there's no time out. Let's watch a show.
Welcome to Screentimers, the official podcast of girl dads, girl moms, boy moms, mom dads, dad moms, and mom moms. I'm girl dad, and I guess mom dad, Matt Kowalick.
And I'm girl mom Holly Prazoff, because mom and dad mom, it's not a thing.
Actually, it is. It's when you're a mom of another mom or another dad.
So grandmother? You're calling me a grandmother?
Yeah, I think I am.
Huh. Well, let's get into it then. On today's episode, we have Carla Gallo from Platonic, Undeclared, and Superbad.
And today, we're talking Like Nastya, the most popular child influencer on YouTube.
What do yo mama jokes, Holly stealing your man, and child exploitation all have in common? Find out today on Screentimers. We're here with Carla Gallo, as we're calling her, a comedy pioneer.
And
Yes.
as I said a few times now, I've never been called a comedy pioneer. And it's my favorite thing anyone's ever called me.
If you don't, like, as soon as somebody sees you, they should immediately know you from, like, every amazing comedy movie ever.
Thank you. They should, but they don't.
Well, I'm telling them to
Okay.
look.
Super bad. 40-year-old version. I
Yeah.
love you, man.
Yeah, Undeclared.
Yeah.
Like, these are, like, the things that, like, started most people in comedy.
Yeah, not to like, I don't know you record and I don't know when you put it out, but the Emmys were last night and I was watching and I was like, there was Seth Rogen winning everything. There was Jason Segel sitting there watching Seth win. There was Charlie Hunnam like presenting. And I literally was like, this is so insane. 25 years ago, we were all like dummies on a show together. And like, look what has...
I always forget that Charlie Hunnam was on that show.
I don't know how you could forget that.
I mean, because like I only got into him during Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, no, because I don't think our viewership was great on
I
Undeclared.
mean, I watched it, but like I only like my brain was only like,
That was like
yes.
a hit DVD show like Freaks and Geeks.
Yeah.
Yes, but like Sons of Anarchy, I was going through a divorce and I hit up Sons of Anarchy. Damn.
Were you in a bad boy phase?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
and I
guess
got
so.
way into Charlie Hunnam, way into him.
He's real nice to look at. He's also very talented and very kind and
that's what we
wonderful
hear.
person, but Jesus.
Well, okay, so like let's get
Yeah.
We have known each other for a long time.
Yes, a long time.
Like we were just saying.
We were saying it's
10
got to be... No, it's more because of the fact that I have the 11-year-old who was cooking for that extra year. Then there was another year before that. So it's 13 years?
Wow. No, you're right. It's I think it's
13 years. And I was saying you're a part of the story of me and my husband because we had gone on a first date. He had asked me out on a second date before he was leaving the country to go back to Canada, the homeland, and would have to re-enter on his visa. And there was like a Friday night. There was like one night or something that he was going to be able, like, and I was like, oh, okay, then I guess it'll be that night. And then either I heard from somebody else. I think maybe I had heard from Audra or somebody that he had gone to a comedy show with you on that night.
What
Watch
were you
out.
up to?
Watch out. Yeah, and I was like,
I'll steal your
pardon?
man.
I was like, excuse me? Oh, he went out with Holly?
Yep.
Because I was like, well...
I'm probably not going to know her in 13 years.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be doing her podcast in 13 years.
You said.
I absolutely said that. And people were like, what's a podcast? And I was like,
Just
you wait and wait for me to also start my own one way too late into podcasting, even though I'm aware of it right now.
Never too late. Never too late.
Never too late. I don't know about that.
So I've known your husband also for a long time.
Yeah.
Because he used to work at MTV Canada.
Yes.
And I don't know if our
I can't
listeners
wait
know
to hear
this, but I actually won Yo Mama Canada.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so Yo Mama was a show in the States where it wasn't Ash, Wilder Valderrama, I think, and Friends. It would be like a kind of
Friends.
It would kind of be like this Yo Mama joke battle show.
Oh, okay.
So in Canada, they did just one episode. Okay.
One episode.
It was like a one-off Canadian Yo Mama.
But it was them, like
Wilder Valderrama did not come. His friend Sam was sent,
Okay.
and I won. So it was
Look at
like
you.
I became I got to do a lot more stuff at MTV Canada.
Amazing.
Yeah, it
What
was.
was your Yo Mama jokes?
There was something about like your mama's something I would know because she ripped my dick off or something.
Sure.
It was it was great.
Good
it was
stuff.
great.
Great.
I wore a beret while I was doing my Yo Mama joke,
great.
so like I think it
Like
was
Wild and Out.
yes, exactly. So
Okay.
that's how I met your husband.
Okay, was he like producing? Like, was he like?
He just worked there, so
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
I had
yeah.
met all the people. So it's like
Okay.
then when we were here, I was there the night you and your husband met.
Okay, at that party.
So it was a Halloween party, and it was like supposed to be like one of the cool LA Halloween parties. So I dressed as a little fireman, and I have never been more ignored at a party. Like I stood off to
Oh.
the side and no one spoke to me.
Okay.
Because it was like one of those things where I kind of had like a silly costume and like
Okay.
people weren't into it. People were like, no, thank you.
Okay.
So I remember standing off to the side and watching you and your husband fall in love.
Wow.
And like being like, damn,
Oh my God, that's crazy.
when will it happen for me? Well, I don't like Halloween.
Yeah, it's very irritating, I think.
Yeah, I think people assume like when you're a comedian that you like love Halloween, and I just don't. I get to
Yeah.
like dress and wear funny outfits.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
in a-
yeah,
I was in
yeah.
a sketch group. I wear silly
Yeah.
outfits all the time.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I agree
And-
with you. And now it's transferred to like children. Like I dread like right now.
Yes, I'm
it's
dreading, yes,
September, and
yes, dreading.
there's been talk already of costumes, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to worry about
What
that.
are
My
they-
wife and daughter, their favorite holiday is Halloween, and they've already got costumes.
what are they doing?
Joni designs and makes up a costume every year. She's like some sort of clown
How old is
superhero. She is about to be 6.
Oh, that's
And
cute.
she likes to pretend she likes scary stuff, but is really scared.
Mm.
And then, yeah.
No, what are your kids thinking about?
Let's see. Ellie, who is 11, which is funny because this is what Mark was dressed as. Well, he wasn't dressed as an old lady. He was an old man.
Okay.
She wants to be an old lady with her friend, which I actually do really support that because
Yeah,
I think
great.
that's going to look great.
Oh, my daughter wants me to be a teenager. Which is basically just a hat backwards and
Yeah.
talking about teenage stuff.
That's what you
yeah,
think
that's
a teenager
easy.
is?
Yes, she loves teenagers. She
easy.
likes to play teenager and
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh yeah, my sister, my daughter is also obsessed with teenagers.
Teenagers.
Yeah.
Huh.
Where did you grow up?
Brooklyn. I grew up in
Okay.
Brooklyn.
Wow, that's cool.
Thanks. That's what Amanda always, our mutual friend, Amanda Walsh, is always like, so cool. She said it literally once. Like she went, so cool. And so now if I talk about Brooklyn, she's like, so cool.
Well, I mean, yeah, like growing up in Canada, we're like, whoa, 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 we're just from Canada. Okay, well, one thing that we talk about
Yeah.
on the show is obviously like your screen time philosophy. What do you think? Like, what's your vibe on it?
This is an interesting time for me to come on your podcast because a week ago, I put the hammer down.
All right.
Because my little one, who's 8, has really been sassing me.
Ooh.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
talked back. She talked back all of last year, and I'd be like, "Don't you talk back!" And she would just wait a day, and then do it a day later. And a week ago, I just had enough. I would say it's been a week and a half, and it was just over a glass of what we call lemon water, which is lemonade with some water. And she was like, "Get me lemon water," and I was like, "Get the glass, get some water, and I'll put some lemonade in it." And she was like, "Never mind." And she was walking away. And I said, okay, well, then you're not having a drink with dinner because that's what you do. You dehydrate your children if they talk back to you. That's your first,
Yeah.
round of defense.
You want to thicken their urine.
Absolutely. Get as much protein in there as possible. So I was
No
like,
natural resources for you.
exactly. So I was like, all right, then no drink with dinner. And this is where the problem, she went, okay.
Yep.
Wow.
When they
And
don't
I
give a
was
shit.
like, so I was like, we sat at dinner. So then I think I initially walked over, grabbed the iPad out of her hand, and I said, well, you're done with that for today. And she was like, and then I was like, homework, get over here and do homework, which usually we are homework first, but this was like day 2 of school. And so came over to the table, and then we were eating dinner, and just out of nowhere, no discussion with Mark, I was like, so we won't be doing iPads until 7 p.m. and bedtime is like 8. Like 8, you're brushing teeth and you're whatever. So I was like, so no iPads until 7. And Mark was like, wait, what? Like, are you?
I declare.
And he was like, is that? And I was like, yeah.
But what about if I have to watch them and they
can
can't?
Can I watch them? What if Holly's coming over?
Yeah. I'm always coming over.
And
Why don't you guys watch a comedy?
yeah, exactly. Death
Wow.
of our industry.
Oh my God.
So he was like, okay. I was like, it's not doing anyone any favors. And then my older daughter was like, well, what about me? And I was like, nah, we don't need it. We just don't need it. And I know that even saying 7 p.m. like on a weekday is actually permissive. Like a lot of people I know are like, none during the week. I can't quite handle that. I need some quiet. I need some relief. But I will say this.
How long until you buckle?
I think I'm not going to, because her attitude has been so much, like I said to Mark, I was like, she's been, and I'm definitely being meaner to her, so that's helping. I have my limit. Like I'm being much less like, because that night she was like, if I like, I'm sorry, and if I do something, like, can I, like, then could I do iPad? And I went, no. I think you know by now that has been what, like, she said to me like a year, like sometime last year, she was like, when she got a punishment, she's like, but then you're just going to give it to me later and you're going to forget. And, right. So, and by the way,
my daughter already does that. She's like,
right.
You're going to forget.
No, and they know. And so I said, I think you know that in the past, what you've done is you've apologized and you've tried to make it right and you've done something and then you get that thing back. We're not doing that anymore. So I've been much meaner and that's working. But I said to Mark the other day, I was like, it's kind of, she really has been so much better, like so much more, thoughtful and like is not falling into that and quick to the minute you like, are you talking back? And he was like, I think it's the iPad. I think it's taking away the iPad.
Probably.
I think, listen, iPads are great.
iPads are evil. TV is fine, but an iPad
I am
or
kind
a
of,
phone
no,
is
I'm the
just, like,
same.
bad.
I'm the same.
As long as you're paying attention as an adult, like I think this transitions pretty well into like what we're talking about today, which is Nastya. What is
Yeah.
it? Is she
Like
like
Nastya.
Nastya?
Like Nastya, I didn't even know. But this is perfect timing
Yes.
because the truth is I don't have they have to do homework first. But what's happening is a little bit more family time watching like America's Got Talent or
great.
things to us sitting together
Yes,
and watching. And look, I don't think that's the best TV, but it's better than
TV used to be more of a family activity.
right.
Well,
but the
and-
stuff that they're being fed on because my kids are on YouTube. To be clear, it's YouTube Kids.
Yes.
For me, that is the problem on the iPad.
It's hell on earth.
It is.
It absolutely is. It is actually what it is it's grooming for TikTok.
It's and it's predatory.
It absolutely
It's
is.
training ground.
It absolutely is.
Like, so I think, we've never talked about, this is obviously a YouTube channel called Like Nastya.
Well, let me give him a little.
Yeah, give us a
So
thing.
Like Nastya has 380 million subscribers over all her channels.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is the biggest kid influencer.
Yes.
She's worth about $100 million, which
sorry?
is $100 million, which is normal for an 11-year-old.
She's 11. She's 11 now.
Yep, she's 11, and they want to welcome you to Nastya's universe, where Nastya and her parents play, learn, sing, explore, and share their life experiences. But it's really more of like a fever dream, hyper simulation, pastel-colored, ADHD-inducing YouTube empire.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
It's a nightmare.
It is.
It is a nightmare.
They are Russian.
Okay,
and now
yes.
they live in Boca Raton, Florida.
Okay.
So it's similar.
As you do. I think I was wondering, did they, because a lot of these like Vlad and Nikki, they live in Florida, and I'm like, Florida has their child labor laws
Yes,
have
that's
basically been eroded.
But
and
also their taxes are like totally.
there's no state taxes.
Well, wait, so
and
like,
So this is a normal thing where
it's like a tax shelter.
There
Florida's
is.
just a
It
tax
is.
shelter.
It
They're a
is.
Russian family. Like we did season 1, a show called Vlad and Nikki, very similar. And they go from Russia to Florida. And they just like, this is a huge undertaking. This is like a huge
Wow.
production
Especially
company.
now. Well, her parents, the Puppet Masters, they initially owned a bridal saloon and a construction company.
Salon.
I mean, I love the idea of a bridal saloon
In the Old West, she had a beauty saloon.
I'm
that's
getting married.
Such a good idea.
Yeah, you know what?
That'd be
There
great.
are not enough bridal cowboy hats, and there are, I'm sure.
Yeah, I
but,
think there probably are.
Yeah, that's makes me so
Yeah.
sad. But
They sold their companies to invest in a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And
As
so
we all should, apparently.
That's
it paid off. It has paid
Yeah,
off.
it sure did.
That is the thing. It's like every time we do something like this, we feel foolish that we didn't do it. But also, it's so sad.
It's terrible.
And her content,
Those
like,
bank account numbers ain't sad.
no. And it's like,
Yeah, but when she spends it all on The Rock, which is what they call crack, I think.
oh,
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Then it'll be sad.
I call it Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Smoke
No,
some
that's not what I
Dwayne
meant.
Johnson.
That's not what I
Like,
meant.
she's gonna need like a lot of therapy. And again, like, we have talked about these YouTube kids. We do not approve of this. This is so predatory. It's so bad.
There was a that Born to Be Viral show. I watched a little bit of. There's she's on that a little bit, and
It's
they
like
showed a
Hulu
little bit
documentary.
Oh, okay.
of her house, and it's like this tacky McMansion in Boca Raton, Florida, and
Is it a kid? Who's the...
it's the girl. It's Nastya.
Nastya.
Sorry. It's where she lives with her parents, and that she has like
Wait, she's in a documentary?
Yes.
yeah, and it's called, and she has like Alec Monopoly originals all around, and then she has all these like
What's that?
gold. It's like this artist that like takes pop culture and makes them look cool, or basically just copies them, but they sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I am like, I don't want to watch,
And-
but now I like need to watch this
and
documentary.
it's just she's only in it for like 10 minutes, but
Okay.
it's just crazy. And they point out that she has more followers than there are people in the United States, and her mom's like, I love it. And it's so
yeah,
scary.
I bet she love it.
I bet.
It's so like she does music. She does like they started with unboxing videos. Like apparently they started the channel as like a way to like document their family fun times.
No,
Yeah.
no. Which, by the way, there are a few others which I don't know the names of that, and I don't know if she was this, but I would because I only hear them. I cannot watch them, so I hear them playing. And
Just hear the constant sound effects and the
Yes.
oh, absolutely. And there's also like one that's like it's not like womp womp womp, but it's something like that. It just plays over and over, like to the point where you're like, I don't understand that you don't know when a sound cue should come in. Like it's like unbelievable how they just do it over and over and over again. But they would sell toys. They would be
Yes.
like,
they have toys now, and they're all sold out.
you
They're all-
just received the Matchbox, you know, newest. Like, and she's like, thank you, Daddy. And like, and of course, then I would get like, can I, there's a, or yeah, it would be more. She'd be like, oh, there's this doll that, and I'd be like, how do you know about that? And she's like, well, I saw it on, and I was like, they are selling you toys.
Yes.
It's an advertisement.
But like, is it any different? Like, is it just the new version? Like, we all watched Saturday morning cartoons as a kid. They were trying to sell us toys there. Like,
That's true.
Here's something interesting about Canada. You're not allowed to sell. There's no commercials during children's programming. There's no toy commercials. Like, we were there in Vancouver for a spring break, and it's
Yeah.
like they don't have that.
What?
Because it's super predatory, regardless
It's
if it's like
totally
on TV
predatory.
or on your iPad.
I
So-
think the difference is that we knew they were commercials. And
That
these
is-
kids do not know that they are being advertised to.
Absolutely, it's embedded.
They're like, it's a commercial break.
right.
We see somebody with something for a few seconds, and then we move on to a new toy and whatever sticks. But we weren't being just like people playing with them and not telling you. Like,
It's
you don't
so
get the brand
manipulative.
coming at the screen and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's really sad. Like, I don't know. I was saying earlier, like I watched the Piper Raquel documentary, which is like, I think on Netflix, which is like, she is like a YouTube kid star.
Okay.
And yeah, it is really sad. It's always sort of like the parents are super predatory. The parents are like very big into building the numbers and building the channel.
Yes.
Like Piper Raquel's thing was that like then they would bring friends in for her, and then the friends would then have their channels.
It's just for spin-offs.
Yeah, and like so like even if you
But
look
they
at
fall under their umbrella. These people own them
Oh,
because
they-
they
Yes,
launched them.
yes.
So I'm sure they get most of the revenue from whatever that
that's
channel
what the
is.
whole, like the whole
Wow.
Piper
I-
Raquel documentary is all those former friends coming forward and being like, we're worried about this kid, like we were part of it, and like these kids would be like shooting 15 hours a day, because then you have all these channels like
right.
Nastya has what, like
15 channels.
15 channels.
I'm
So,
sure
like,
there's a lot of repeat stuff, but like now she has like music videos. She seems to be. I watched, and they were saying now in that documentary that like she's 11 now, so she's kind of aging out, and she was like, I don't know if kids want to watch me anymore. So they're like pivoting to music, and it looks like beauty supplies because she was like spraying herself with some weird mist, and the mom's just like totally fine with this. And by the way, her mom,
oh my god, we love the mom. We love the mom.
I don't
is
know
a
this.
real-
The mom is
I don't know
best.
anything
She's a
about
real
this.
Dina Lohan situation.
Oh, no.
Her Instagram is now just, she's had a lot of work done since all this happened, and now she's just traipsing around Burning Man
Yes.
and just like wearing the craziest outfits.
Does
I
she
got
have a following? Does the mom have
kind of, and she doesn't really post with her daughter that much anymore.
Well, I
And
wonder if
it's
she's
more
even
like,
with her daughter ever.
yeah, I don't know. And
Oh.
it seems like she ain't with that husband anymore because that guy, she's too hot for him now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Like it's very disturbing. Like I think
Yeah.
if anything, I like when you were like, let's talk about this person.
Yeah.
I like asked Sally right away. I was like, have you seen like Nastya? And she was like, oh yeah, I totally have. And then I immediately was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like I am not paying enough attention.
I mean, it's hard because I think that is like the iPad time is the relief time to kind of like
Do
take a
anything,
break
do
or
anything.
cook or whatever, or just like pacify them.
Sometimes
And
make the
so-
talking stop for a little.
Oh, literally, that is
Like-
part of it as well.
Yeah.
and then you're like, that's why you had, and then you had sent me the link, being like, "Is this Nastya?" And I was like, I don't know. Like, I think so. Like, I watched it. And I was like, I actually couldn't have picked her out of a lineup. And I will say, I think anything I've like seen passing by, she was much younger. So I actually didn't know she was 11. But it's because like that's my time to not be near my kids. So I've only heard it, and it really bothers me.
Yes, yes.
And I will say, and now I say, I mean, I haven't in a while, but I'll be like, that's junk. Like, you're watching junk. Like, that is not, you can watch a show, or you can put on a written, and they understand that
You're like,
because
this
Mark's a
is
writer.
bullshit.
So I'm like, that's just
that is-
trash.
I think the main takeaway from most parents is that like we want our kids watching a narrative something.
Yeah.
Something with storylines, something that's not necessarily like directly selling to them.
At
Definitely.
least these videos, I will say, like, they have a little bit of a plot to the videos. There's a little bit of movement in it, but not a lot.
No,
and it's not great, and it's really quick, and
I mean,
the
that's-
dad is so obnoxious. It's like, think of the least funny thing you can do,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
he
yeah,
does
yeah.
that. And then that video you sent us, my favorite thing I saw was they were at this like Dubai amusement park, which Dubai I think is just one big mall of America,
Yeah.
it seems. And anyway, they were at some restaurant, and they tried to always tack on like some sort of lesson. They're like, always eat healthy, and the dad literally had a fucking cup full of kernels of corn, and he's just like eating corn.
They always try to
And
tack.
one more thing that I saw that was crazy that they never addressed it, where she was reading like a book. It was like The Hidden Dangers of Plastic, and that she's like looking at this book.
The kid is?
The kid is, and then her friend comes in to be like, "Hey, let's go do this other thing." It was just like they just went on, and I was like, "Was that like a subliminal type message?" Like.
They always try to like hide, like, you know, Vlad and Nikki would have like episodes that were like germs, remember to wash your hands, and it's like nothing in the episode.
Oh yeah,
no,
one of her
no,
most
yeah.
yeah.
all these kids, like the most popular videos are wash your hands ones. I think because during COVID, like to get kids to fucking listen, they had to play these YouTube kids to tell them what to do.
So like
So in a way, they help stop the spread of COVID.
Oh.
Wow.
Now I feel bad shitting
Yeah.
on them.
Thank you.
They did a better job than Fauci, I'll tell you that.
Oh my God, Matt.
Oh, it's getting political.
So I think that like what is very fascinating about her in general is that like because she's so popular, like she is basically like, you know, we watch, like if you go on TikTok, you can like Google parents reviews on Nastya, and it's like there's very few shows that we have that like you can find an entire stream on TikTok of parents talking about how much they hate this kid.
Oh, is that right? I didn't know.
Like she is very like, people are like, a lot of them are like, my kid's nasty when she watches Nastya is like the big.
Maybe that's why my kid has been a problem.
That's the thing.
Because I mean, I don't know if Nastya has attitude on that show, but that is what was happening in my house. Is I was just getting a lot of like attitude.
Maybe you just become like spoiled by proxy by watching
maybe.
this stuff. Like
That is what it felt like. And I do, not that obviously I'm not trying to say that we have not raised a maybe sassy, sometimes spoiled child, but I always did feel a little like, where is this, like, you know how, like, I don't know if you guys have experienced this, where like sometimes your kid will go on a play date with a certain kid and come back with a very different, the way they're acting is like really different. It was like that.
But what maybe some socialization specialist would argue that like you need to go do that. You need to go see other kids. You need to see like those things and try on different personalities because that's what they're doing. They're trying to figure out who they are.
Right.
Like, I think the funniest thing I read, there's like Reddit, whole subreddits about like this show. It's like one of them was like talking about how like, I'm sorry, is this weird? At my daycare that I spend $4,000 a month for, they are showing them these videos. And like people were like, yes, that's very weird.
Yes.
Why is your daycare like... Matt and I kind of reconnected when our kids went to the same Montessori school.
Okay.
Like there was no screen anywhere. Like I show the screen, you play with wooden toys at school.
Yes.
So it's like, that is also crazy that there are like schools showing Like Nastya to children.
I feel because they know that the kid, it's like something about it is like mesmerizing.
Yes.
Like, you know, for sure mine is like,
imagine getting
in.
anything you want at all times and then just running around and
Well,
having...
that's
I mean,
why
I feel
people
like
have a problem
you
with
can
it.
see that these parents they're in charge of these... Or it looks like, and I mean, obviously the parents are forcing them to do this for long hours, but it looks like the kids are in charge and they're telling their parents what to do and their parents are dumb and fumbling around and...
Could you imagine having a camera, like being a kid and there's like... I mean, it's a job. It's a job, like across the board.
Yes.
Like and they're like, okay, turn it on, or being like,
Every
come
day.
on, Nastya, it's time to do your like. Can you imagine?
It's monetized fun, which
Yes,
is something that
yeah.
we always have an issue with. Like that's what we really hated about Vlad and Nikki is like, you worry, does this family have any fun when the cameras are not on?
Doubtful.
And what happens with the kids where they already have everything and every day's Christmas? Like, what is their joy?
But it also like it's funny because I'm trying to kind of put myself in that. I don't know. Like, is it fun? And are those toys like? I mean, I guess you have the toy at the end of the day, but it's like, it's all work. It's all work. Like playing with the toy and like I don't know. I bet you become desensitized to even like the stuff, and you're just like. I don't know. I think about how grueling it is to get a kid to do anything that they don't want to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just can't even imagine being like, come on, Nastya, no, but smile when you're playing with the thing.
Yeah,
and
what are
like,
we hawking
you love
today?
it. Talk about how, oh, let's get another one. Cause you know, too, when
Oh my God,
you
like,
know,
yeah.
there's no one take on anything. So like, imagine that too. Like, let's do it again. But this time you're like, I love it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
there
she's
is-
no Aubrey Hepburn.
oh, okay. Now we're
She was a
getting
one-take
real.
wonder.
It's
She
now-
would always say, my first take's my best.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
wow.
Wow.
Matt's
Matt's Matt likes older actresses. He's a bit of a
A bit of a old man.
yeah. It's not going to work for your teenager costume, dude.
No.
Don't mention Audrey Hepburn.
Why?
Oh, I like the most modern actresses, like Audrey Hepburn.
Maybe he's like a cool teen who like watches the classics.
I mean, that's true. Like these shows are terrible. There is nothing good that they are bringing to the universe. There's like a whole production. Like that's the other thing is that like, you know, you see behind the scenes of these videos, it's like there are directors, there are people like building those sets. There are like bringing in
Now
their
it's like a
friends.
whole thing where it's
Yeah.
like, it is like a studio now. And then also they shoot in one of those creepy empty houses in Florida.
yeah, the empty
They're all
houses.
like the white tile and the white walls, and it's scary.
Oh, it's not their house.
No,
No.
no,
Oh, okay.
not like that's the thing. It's like
But they do film in their house too. But there's
I feel like any normal person doesn't ever want to shoot this type of content.
No.
Like, you know, I had a friend like years ago be like, you don't post on Instagram anymore. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm kind of with my kid all the time. And it's like, I personally don't want to post with an emoji over my kid's face because I one time had an emoji put on my face. This is okay. We went on a trip as adults. This is before we had kids.
Okay.
And somebody posted a photo from that trip of their husband. It was like his birthday like a week later, and posted
Okay.
a photo of their husband on the boat that we had all rented being like, my honey, happy birthday. And
Yeah.
I'm in the background of the photo with a watermelon emoji over my head.
Why? Are you the only one with an emoji?
I'm the only one in the background.
Okay.
So
okay.
it
and-
does make it seem like I'm a
You're
stranger.
just photobombing.
Yeah. It sure does.
It feels like I'm like, they're like, we don't know this woman. But so I immediately commented being like, never looked better. And like, she was like, no, I'm so sorry. But like, you're making a really weird face. So you should be so thankful that I put this emoji over your head. Yes. And I wasn't. I was like, have you looked at my Instagram? Like, I'm not, you know what I mean?
Oh my, that is wild.
Yeah, it was wild. It's wild. And I'm friends with this person and she's lovely, but why?
I should start posting with like emojis over my face.
I know, because
Yeah.
it really does
Just in
make...
general.
So I have always, because I know what it feels like to appear online with an emoji on your face.
Yeah.
With
right. You don't want to
yeah.
have your child look back and be like, it's just watermelons on my head. The
Yeah,
whole
I don't. So
childhood. my
I
whole
don't
childhood.
post. I don't post photos of my kid because I feel like it's not. She's not consenting to it. Blah 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 blah. But I also don't post with emojis. But it's like, yeah, I don't. I feel like it's really hard. These people are putting their kids so front and center. Like they are literally monetizing their
I was just
children.
going to say that. They're monetizing their kid.
And
Yeah.
it's like, look, I love some extra cash.
boy, would I love some extra cash.
God.
Matt and I would love to show our
Every time I
successes.
watch these things, I'm like, I could make these.
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't know if your kids have this, but like mine at both at a certain age, like, you know, like probably like around 6 years oldish, they would be like, they'd have their iPad in their room on their own. And then
Yes,
either you
yes.
watch that video back or you overhear, hey guys, this is my new, hey guys.
Yep.
This is my new shirt that I got. And I was like,
Yes.
oh no.
Like, I've
they
heard
were
Sa-
making their own, to nobody, to themselves. But that whole like, hey guys.
I've heard
Where
Sally
you're like,
say
"God,
like
what are you,
and
what are you doing?
subscribe, like
Where
and
you're like,
subscribe.
what are you doing? We need to record this.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, get a better angle.
Is this
down below
something
your-
that you want to do?
Yeah, are you? So this is your passion? Like, do you?
Like I just
You think people care about your stupid shirt?
Maybe they do.
I just want
They do.
my kid to be painfully normal.
Oh yeah.
And I just don't think that showing her on the internet is going to help her get there.
No, of course not.
Well, how am I going to get money to get a bunch of work done
I kn-
and go to Burning Man if I don't put my kid on YouTube?
That's the problem. That
that is the problem.
yeah.
the number one problem.
That is the problem.
You
So-
know, she's so funny. She posted oh God, she just always, one of the pictures is one of the few pictures with her daughter. It says, always perfect hanging out with my Anastasia. You want to have a best girlfriend? You'll have to give birth to a daughter. That's one way.
The therapy bill that I hear when I hear that is so wild. Best friend.
Yeah.
Best friend.
That's wild.
That
There's-
girl is your boss.
there's a-
Like
That's
you
the
know what
other
I
thing.
mean?
That's the other thing. It's
Yeah.
like there's already a problem, which I experienced kind of with my mother, is that like the best friend thing, that's hard. And I sometimes will say to Sally, I love you. You're my best friend, but I'm also your mom. And like, I then also try to be like, but you got to listen to me and I make the rules.
Can
and
I
blah,
be
blah, blah.
honest? My children are not my best friends
Oh, wow.
by a mile. They don't get what I'm going through.
I
On
I
any
understand
level.
that. Yes.
can't
I
talk
tell
to
my
them.
kid, she doesn't
I can't
fucking
tell-
have any
exactly.
advice.
Mine don't care that I am.
I need you to be my best
drowning.
friend.
Like, don't care. They are so about themselves.
Do you know
Sounds
how
like
hard
I
of a
need-
time I'm having and how much you multiply it?
Yeah, hello.
Why is it when everything's the worst, you seem to be even
Yeah, you
worse?
seem to be. Yeah,
Sounds like I need to take your kids to a comedy show.
yeah, probably.
Be like,
Yeah.
did you go to a comedy show with Holly?
God.
This taking away of the iPad that happened like a week and a half ago, there's been so much more, and she's a super like imaginative person, but I'm like, I think she's in a better mood because what is fulfilling for her is imaginary play or like being outside. She's desperate to be outside all the time, except if that iPad is on it. And I think it's probably more than it is like Nastya giving her sassy ideas than it is. I think she's being more fulfilled because she's like, you know, creating like they play this game like Neighbors where they take every pillow and couch cushion in the entire house and they set it up, you know, like that's happening more because the iPad's not an option. So that might be why she's in a being nicer.
But maybe, but like also if we're comparing it to our childhood, it's like my parents weren't entertaining me. I don't remember my parents
No,
doing
I'm not entertaining
anything.
her. I don't play with my children, for the record.
No, that
Like, I will not do it. I refuse. I'm sorry. That's a
No,
like,
no,
I'll be like, hi, where are you? It's the grocery store. And she's like, no, but can she say, hi, like I'm
And you're
your
like, I
sister.
don't get line
And I'm
readings.
Like, I'm sorry.
I'm a comedy pioneer.
yeah.
I don't
It's
get
improv. No, it's truly that my heart's not in it.
No, I
and
know.
I'm like, I need a. Can you go? I'll set up some paints. I'll do things like that. I'm not.
But like my parents did, I don't know. Like I think about the weekends, I'm like, okay, what are activities for her that would like, I don't think my parents ever once thought about an activity for me or, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there is a difference. I feel like there are so many hours in the day.
Yeah, they did. They're called chores.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, like my parents, I don't think they ever. My mom was like last night, like reminiscing about my childhood, where it's like my parents forced me to go everywhere with them because, like,
I do that.
Yeah, and I had no other option, and like they
Like,
were
we're
not
gonna
doing.
take you and then leave you in the car.
Yeah,
while
like
we go inside.
they had no child centric. Like my parents used to take me to like the market every weekend.
Do you know, my children, I'll literally be like, I think we can like build in, like I'm like being generous and giving paying for guitar lessons for Ellie. And then I was like, okay, we have an hour to kill. We'll be going to Whole Foods. Like with the amount these children, like, and then I'm like, can you go get some cucumbers? Like I think it's really good. I actually think it's so boring, but I'm like,
Yeah.
this is like life.
Yeah, I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. My parents took me to every boring thing
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Matt knows, like, my parents were like members of a like yoga ashram, and I would go to that when I was a kid, and like I would bring my pillow and sleep through like an 8-hour meditation workshop. Like
That's different.
I have a brain
That's
where like
different.
I can literally be like time to sleep because
Yeah.
like as a child I was conditioned to be like 8-hour meditation workshop.
Shut it down. Yeah.
Like this isn't for you, baby.
Wow.
And like, yeah, my parents fully like we would drive from Toronto to upstate New York. So that was a 12-hour drive that I would have to entertain myself on.
Oh my God.
Like, do you think my parents ever were like, what would you like to listen to? It's like, no,
yeah.
dude, we're
You
talking.
guys are listening to like Gregorian chants.
No, we're talking Enya. We're talking Gypsy Kings.
wonderful.
Okay.
And then I would get there and do like
But what's good about that is it's not all about you. Like that is the problem with the kids today
Yeah.
is like it's all about you all the time, or you think it is. And I'm like, it ain't about you. Like I have started to say to that, I'll be like, it's not about you. It's actually not about you right now. Like
Right.
because that I think is what is we are now like seem to be conditioned to think that we are supposed to like you get all the things and it's about you and what do you want to do today and then is there like no
well, and it's
no.
even like this content, Nastya. It's all about Nastya, dude.
yeah.
How about what does she want to do that day?
Yeah, it's all about
They
her.
get this wrong idea of what her life is when you're like, hey, you know what she's really doing? Working.
Correct.
She is fucking working. She is unhappy. When those cameras turn off, she does not want to do this. Her
No, she
parents
sure
are
doesn't
yelling at
want
her.
to.
She has to do this.
Yep.
Yeah, what is the line from that documentary that I sent you? Like, there's something on TikTok where it's like she says, Matt, you texted it to me.
There was something that she says,
Yeah, basically, there's it's a Hulu documentary.
Yeah.
She
she says, just smile on camera. Is like all
course.
she says. It's like,
Of course. I
no
mean, of
Gloria
course.
Steinem.
Like they're not allowing for her to be like, I'm tired today and I don't feel like playing with that.
Yeah.
Like that's
Well,
not.
She must have like, I wonder if she has like a fake English accent
Well,
too that she's
I did
doing.
see the clip that you had where she was older, and I was like, and all of a sudden I was like, wait. Is this girl American? Because I've always heard
Yeah.
Russian, but I think she was really young in the early
Yes,
ones.
yes.
And obviously the dad is Russian. So when I would hear her in the beginning, it was more, and now I think there's no accent at all. I think. I'm not sure. There's not a lot of talking in the bits I saw.
No, like the new content now, especially, is sexy dancing for TikTok.
that is so
like,
sad.
yeah, her and another
Her
girl. do-
like posts are broken English though, because it's like, have you ever been to the concerts? Which was your favorite one?
That could be the dad. That could be
Maybe.
the dad posting that.
and then there's one, hey besties, let's chat about sport. If you had the opportunity to become a true professional
I
in
bet
any
that's the
sport,
dad.
which sport would you choose
Yeah, that
right
is the
now?
dad.
Right?
Yeah,
Don't you think
that's
that's
the
the
dad.
dad?
This is a great. I just want to share this comment that someone on one of the pictures was like, "My 3-year-old daughter Zoe absolutely adores you and would be honored to meet you or to say hello. We are prepared to pay whatever the cost is to have a video call so my daughter can say hi to Nasty." She misspelled her name. Just put Nasty.
to Nasty.
Let's talk to Nasty.
Yeah, my 3-year-old wants to talk to Nasty. Pay whatever. What?
This is so
Whatever.
upsetting. It's
Prepare to pay whatever the cost is.
The cost is your
A lot.
kid's mental health. Like, that is so crazy.
Oh my god.
It just.
Should we rate this terrible thing?
I mean, we all know, like,
Do you do a rate? Is this
we
a
do
thing?
a 1 to 4 screens. You
Okay.
know,
1 being the worst, 4 being the
0
best.
being the worst.
Yeah, 0. I mean, like, look, I'm gonna give it 1.
Why 1? What's it
It
do?
exists, like, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I know. My only reason to give a 1 is like I feel bad shitting on somebody else's like work, work.
Yeah.
like that's my only thing. But
Yeah.
I think as far as like it whether it should exist in the world, 0. Like it should it be. We would be better off without it. I think.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about working with Nastya, so I'm gonna give it a 0.
Wow.
Well, good luck to
But
you,
I
sir.
would never-
Good luck to you, sir.
You're blacklisted in
Yeah,
the
good
industry
luck to
now.
you.
Worse
Yeah.
than you already
Come
were.
at me.
Okay, Matt, I remember the joke.
Let's hear it.
Yo mama is so bad at hand jobs. Trust me, I would know. I used to have a dick before she ripped it off.
Oh shit, man! Glad I'm not that mom. I wonder why there's no yo dada jokes. I guess probably because men are perfect and don't rip off dicks and stuff like that.
Yeah, men are perfect. It's definitely a mama thing, ripping off dicks.
Yep. Well, thanks for listening.
We'd like to thank our guest, Carla Gallo. Check her out on Platonic on Apple TV and watch Superbad or Undeclared.
Also, make sure to like and subscribe and buy some merch on TeePublic, or Holly will rip your dick off.
Even if you don't have a dick. Okay, see you next
See
week.
you next week.
Let's watch the show. Let's watch the show. Let's watch the show.